Live. All right, shalom.
Shalom.
These the brothers here from GMS Atlanta. Here doing another live stream. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honor to the apostles and the others of great millstone and rule well. And peace and blessing to the hopeful elect. The priest is Iwan here with his brother Rabbi Mouth, Sergeant in Arms. And I'm going live from my old channel, GMS Desire One ATL. A little bit more subscribers, more brothers tune in, able to get edified and fed the word of the Lord. As you can see from the title, it's dealing with the mark of the beast, which has been a hot topic for the last couple of weeks. I just put up a couple of videos from a couple of articles on my different channels. The Spirit just hit me with it, and I plan to do it. For what we can see coming for the near future, especially 2019, the mark of the beast is going to be a big thing. World War III is going to be a big thing. These prophecies are going to be a major thing in the up and coming year. But as you can see through the Spirit, definitely dealing with the mark of the beast, which is indeed the microchip technology. It's definitely the microchip technology. Okay. It's being pushed through a heavy agenda right now. And I'm gonna say this mainly because the elites want to complete the New World Order. Okay. All right. These so-called white people, they want to achieve their enterprise, their kingdom in the earth. Okay. Here it is. You got George Bush dying. Which was a heavy matter of fact. He was the main guy behind that public speech he did in September 11, 91. Okay, about the New World Order. He was he was the main spokesman to put that out there like that. And then he died this year. About what, maybe 3 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago? 2-3 weeks ago, around there. Okay, so the elites are ready to achieve the New World Order because they're getting up in age, man. They're getting up in age, and they really want to see it come in their lifetime. They want to see their kingdom come in their lifetime the same way we want to see our kingdom come in our lifetime.
That's right.
So they're really heavily pushing this technology. You got all kinds of team scientists working around the clock developing this new microchip. And it's prophesied in the scriptures. Okay, but we want to go in depth on it. We want to pull a couple words from the Greek. All right, maybe pull some words from the Hebrew, and just go into the mark of the beast. Read a couple headline articles to prove without a shadow of a doubt. Which is already proven, not really proven, but to edify. All right, because Scripture says that the truth is plain. All right. It's already been made plain, the elect can see, but just to further edify the elect. That's what it's about. Okay? So let's go to, give me Revelation 1:1. All right?
This is Revelation 1:1. It says, the revelation of Yahweh Shai, which the Most High gave unto him, to show unto his servants things which must surely come to pass, and he sent and signified it by his angels unto the servant John.
Right, so the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, through Yahweh Shai, okay, revealed to his servants, the prophets, things that must shortly come to pass. Okay, the Apostle John saw it, and he wrote these things down. So the servants of the Lord, which are the prophets, are able to see the things that come into the future, things that are shortly to come to pass. This microchip and this mark of the beast, the mark of the beast is a prophecy that's shortly to come to pass. And either you're telling the right thing or you're teaching the right thing about it, or you're not.
Right.
Okay? That was it on that point. Can we get Amos chapter 3
Okay.
and get 7? Amos 3 and 7. Okay? Because we can see it. It's clear. Okay? The elect can see it. It's clear. All right? And the Lord is continuing through the Spirit of Yahweh Shai, revealing the intricacies of the prophecies to his service to prophets. Okay?
Okay.
Go ahead. All right.
This Amos 3 and 7. Surely the Lord power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets.
Right, so like you read in Revelation 1:1, the things that be revealed are going to be revealed to who? The prophets.
Huh.
So if you can't see the mark of the beast is the microchip, you're not a prophet.
Con. That's right.
Because it ain't been revealed to you.
That's right.
Okay? All right, can we get Revelation 5 and 1? Because Yahweh Shai is the one that's made all things clear for us. Okay? You go into the Gospels and you read about what Yahweh Shai did for the disciples after he got resurrected and walked with them for 40 days. He revealed a lot of the secrets to the apostles. So he's doing the same thing to us in the spirit. Okay? He opened the seals of this book. All right? Go ahead.
It says, this is Revelation 5 and 1. And I saw in the right hand of him that sat on the throne a book written within and on the backside, sealed with 7 seals.
Right, which is the Heavenly Father with his word. Okay? And we have it in the form of the scriptures. All right, go ahead.
And I saw a strong angel proclaiming with a loud voice, who is worthy to open the book and to loose the seals thereof.
Who is worthy to open the book and loose the seals? This is a question the angel, the strong angel was proclaiming. Go ahead.
It says, and no man in heaven nor in earth, neither under the earth, was able to open the book, neither to look thereon. And I wept much, because no man was found worthy to open and to read the book, neither to look thereupon.
Right, so it felt like this book and the truth about the Bible would never be revealed. You got all kinds of doctrines and philosophies coming out of the scriptures, but there's no one really truly breaking the scriptures down the right way. Okay? Well, we just read who the Lord reveals the secrets to. So the Lord will have to raise up prophets. Okay? Can I see your prophet for Bible Kushai? The Lord will have to raise up prophets to bring these things out. Okay? And tell you the truth of what's to happen, with the mysteries. Paul talked about the mysteries. Okay? Now I'm going to try to find the scripture real quick. Alright, I'm just flowing in the spirit right now. But this is all to set up the fact that when the Lord reveals certain things to his men, okay, they can clearly see it. It's not a well, we'll see, or well, we'll know. Okay? Nah, well, we are going to know. Okay? We are going to know. Alright? It's not going to be a thing of where people are going to be confused about who's teaching the truth. All right? Bear with me for a second. All right. This is the book of Ecclesiastes 36 and 15. All right. It says, "Give testimony unto those that thou hast possessed from the beginning." All right. And who was possessed from the beginning? All right. The elect. All right. That was with Yahweh Shai creating the universe. It says, "Give them testimony." So the ones that's going to testify and speak on behalf in the name of Yahweh Shai is going to be the prophets. Okay? Hey, Shalom, Mark. Hey. Spirit hits you want to jump in, bro. You can jump in too now. All right. It says, give testimony unto those that thou hast possessed from the beginning, and raise up prophets that have been in thy name. So the Lord's going to raise up prophets to reveal the secrets too. The mark of the beast. Okay. World War III. The mysteries of the scriptures are going to be revealed to the prophets. All right, and that's what I wanted to point out. So when we bring out these things, you won't be confused about what the scriptures say. Okay, all right, because scripture says that the righteous are bold as a lion, and we're going to speak boldly and speak plainly.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
All right. We're not stuttering and staggering. You got a scripture, brother?
Yeah.
Okay, we got Brother Barzal here. Real quick.
2 Chronicles 36 and 16. It says, matter of fact, I'll start at 14. Moreover, all the chief of the priests and the people transgressed very much after all the abominations of the heathen, and polluted the house of the Lord which he had hallowed in Jerusalem. And the Lord power of their fathers sent to them by his messengers, rising up betimes and sending, because he had compassion on his people and on his dwelling place.
Right. So when Israel went off, the leaders and rulers went off, the Lord made sure that he sent forth messengers and prophets to teach his word and testify and reveal the will of the Lord to the people. So Israel would know what to do. Okay? It's the same thing right now. Okay? Here it is, the elites have an agenda, and they have a whole system, which is the Internet of Things, as they call it, to push people towards merging machine and man with technology. All right, it's a whole push towards it, logistics and all of that. It's pushing towards it. You think the Lord's not going to send messengers to prophesy and tell his people what to do?
Because even one of the main terms prophets were also known as the seers or visionaries. They would actually receive the divine vision of the Most High, whether it was the fall of a kingdom, whether a city was to fall, the destruction of wicked men. The prophets will all get the first insight on that, and their job was to prophesy that and to give people warnings to whether enter life or whether to enter into death, man. So in the time and the ages that we living in, we in the end of the time, so to speak, where technology and monetization is on an all-time high. The so-called white man being the devil, he's the chief of the heathen. He's ruling and he's pushing out all manner of wickedness. This is the wickedest times that we living in. So the Lord has to have on the right-hand side, a large inventory of men to push this word in the spirit to bring out the events that are to come to pass. I'll continue on this a little bit more. Okay. Because he had compassion on his people and on his dwelling place, but they mocked the messengers of the Most High and despised his words and misused his prophets until the wrath of the Lord arose against his people, so there was no remedy.
Right. All right. So, and that's what you people doing. All right. Started with these false teachers of Israel. You guys that come against Great Millstone, you mock us. Okay. All right. And you try to destroy us for teaching the truth. Okay. For pushing the word of the Lord. You misuse us. Instead of taking the information that we've been giving you and research, go into the Greek and the Hebrew and read the art. You don't bring out no articles to prove, your point, talking about the mark of the beast is money. If the mark of the beast is money, then we all gonna be destroyed. Point blank, period.
Everybody.
All right. You ain't the prophets, bro. Teach us the truth. You ain't the prophets. Okay. IUIC, y'all aren't the prophets.
That's right.
All right. WFI, all right. Adam Abbott, y'all ain't the prophets. The prophets are starting with Great Millstone. If you ain't teaching what Great Millstone is teaching, then you ain't got it. You can't see it, and the Lord's going to destroy you with 2/3.
That's right.
Okay? The scriptures tell you what the Lord was going to do with his men. Okay? He said he's going to reveal his secrets, and they were going to go out here and warn the people. You ain't warning the people about what's coming. Here it is. This whole society is getting ready to shift. Look at what's going on with the stock market, man. Stocks dropping over 600 points, 500 points, okay, every 2 or 3 days. So what they're trying to do, they're trying to reset everything, and they're going to put out there a new system for companies to get into.
Yeah.
And when these companies get into it, they're going to do what? Well, they're going to have to get their employees into it. They're already testing the microchip out over there in the UK with the different jobs and companies. Okay? Right now it's voluntary. Okay? They're even doing it over here in America. But it's going to be put out there mandatory. And when they start rolling this system out, a lot of you Israelites, you're going to be taking that chip because you've been taught the wrong way. Okay? I will take the chip. It's not the mark. Okay? But you're so about the scriptures and the law. The scripture says, matter of fact, can we get there? Was that Leviticus 19:28?
The piercing of the flesh.
Right, the piercing of the flesh. Do you want to make a point?
Now, just to add to what you're saying, the times that we're living in, we're living in the age of biometrics. You know, and you can see the technology, this technological advancement is steering towards the destruction of Jake, man. You know, you have all this. It's already been brought out that all your information is being monitored, is being sent to these different mega corporations. They have full access to your data, your photos, your videos, all this type of information. And this new world order is going to be set up so the so-called white man has his own resting grounds, and it's something that you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans ain't going to have no part in unless you submit fully to the will of this devil, man.
That's right.
Just like when the so-called white man laid out America, you had top rebels. You had individuals from the Native American faction or the Native American tribe, Crazy Horse. You had Geronimo, various individuals that wasn't willing to bow down. And what did that cause to happen to those righteous men? They got put to death. So it's the same thing that we're living in now. Hey, even during the time in the book of Maccabees with Antiochus or Antiochus Epiphanes, when he pushed Hellenization upon the people, the ones that didn't submit, they would have been put to death, and the ones that did submit, they had to compromise their integrity, man. Their
whole customs, their heritage, their lifestyle, their laws, they had to transgress that. And that's the same thing the so-called white man is trying to do now. But you Israelites out there, and I'm getting on these camps, and I'm going to name names. Marwar, false prophet. All right? You're not teaching the right way, bro. Okay? Get the true understanding, man. Same thing with Bishop Nathaniel. Same thing with what's these guys? Yaquab from WFI. Okay? Y'all ain't teaching the real, the whole truth. Okay? You ain't doing your research, man. Okay? Should have came to the classes. All right? You would have got the true understanding. You would have followed the spirit the right way. Okay? The truth is coming out, man. Okay? And when this deal goes down and the Lord brings his wrath upon the people, okay? All right? Y'all gonna be the ones looking stupid.
That's right.
Okay? I'm telling you, get your act together now. And if you get the act together, then hey, all praise to the Lord.
That's right.
Okay? All right? That's not on me to judge who does, but what you are being is warned.
That's right.
Okay? You're being warned, man.
Yep.
All right? What scripture I told you to get? The law of Leviticus.
Leviticus
Get that.
19:8. It says, therefore, everyone that eateth it shall bear.
No. The law on the about getting the mark, tattoos and printed marks. Yeah.
Okay, come on.
How did
Was it 27, 20, 28, one of them? Yeah, 28.
This is Leviticus 19:28. It says, ye shall not make any cutting in your flesh.
Right. When you get this microchip, all right, and you see that needle, it's going to cut into your flesh. Okay? It's going to cut into your flesh. Point blank period. You gotta, in order to put a needle in underneath your skin, you gotta take that point from that needle and it's going to cut into your flesh. That's why you bleed. All right? That's just good sense. Okay?
It says, ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord power.
Right. How about you know what Shai said? That's in the law. Okay, Leviticus 19 and 28. So when it comes down to taking this microchip, a lot of you Israelites, you're going to be forced to get a cut in your flesh and print a mark upon you. Why? Because you don't have the spiritual, all right, strength to resist it. Because you haven't been prepared. Okay, you haven't been prepared by your teachers and your leaders, man. Okay? You want to be a teacher of the truth and you proclaim to be a teacher of the law and all of that, but you don't go into it. Okay? You don't break it down. All right? You don't express the importance of these things. All right? And this is why a lot of people are going to die.
That's right.
A lot of people are getting ready to die. Not just oh, I got sick because I got the flu. Okay? When you take your kids to get these flu shots, and this goes for all these Americans out here. Okay? They're going to die from these flu vaccines.
Yep.
Okay? But the Lord got something special for you Israelites, man. He's going to kill you. He's going to kill you. He's going to drop a goddamn building on your damn head. All right? Fucking, it's going to be a motorcycle in front of you, and then the goddamn truck's going to come. They're going to smash into you.
Yep.
Okay? I'm talking about you leaders, man.
Yeah.
All right? You leaders and you false teachers, starting with you. Because Scripture talks about started the ancient men, the ones that's supposed to be teaching, the so-called elders. All right? This ain't talking about the apostles of Great Millstone. It's talking about you.
That's right.
Okay? Y'all are going to die of the
right.
grievous deaths. And the people that follow you are.
That's right.
You've been warned, man.
Yeah.
Okay? There's only so much the Lord's just going to keep talking and you already been edified. There's only so much he has to say. Okay? It's going to get to a point that, like he said, I shall no more hold my tongue concerning the wickedness. But he's going to bring all these calamities upon you, man. Because y'all are being rebellious, man. Okay?
And speaking of that flu, it was an article that came out a couple of days ago where this guy went blind and deaf after they gave him the flu shot. You know? And we're like, brother saying, man, we warning y'all. You know, we warning the people, we doing our job. Okay? But you don't want to hearken to it. So destruction coming.
The gameplay is coming to an end. Okay? Can we get on? And I went over this in the Mark of the Beast videos I did before I got here, but the Spirit hollered me about this topic. Can we get Revelation 13 and 16? Let's get straight to the point.
It's Revelation 13 and 16. It says, and he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Right. So he's talking about the governments of Esau, the so-called white man. He's going to cause everybody, small, poor, rich, bond, free. Okay? All right? This ain't talking about, can we go into the Greek and get the word all? It should be the word pas in the Greek. Okay? It should be the word pas in the Greek. So you know it's not talking about nations or an embargo. Okay, you got to cut that doctrine. All right, it's a slash to that.
This the word all is pas, and it says individual, each, every, any, all, the whole, everyone, all things, everything, collective, some of all types.
Right, some of all types. Right, individual talking about people. Okay, I believe it should be something about persons. Let's see. You can get the go down to the things. Yeah, there we go. All men. Okay? Translates the following all men. So it's talking about men. It's not talking about nations and countries. Okay? All right? It's talking about people. Okay? So this thing is going to be put upon all people. And then it said some of all types. Okay? And this is the Greek word pas when you look up all in that scripture. So it's going to call all the some types. You got people that have medical conditions. People in the military. Okay, law enforcement. All right? People in jobs. Now here it is He said, Scripture says that some of our top types are going to be forced to get it. Well, who's the main people that's going to get it? Employees. That's a type of person.
Yep.
Collectively, okay, you have your workers, all right, that work a particular job in a particular field, okay, all right, and then you got different types of fields of work, all right. Medical field, like I said, law enforcement, all those people work for a paycheck.
Yep.
Okay? And then it's going to trickle down. To prove that, the employees in Wisconsin, last year, 2017, they got the microchip implanted in their right hand, all right, to buy and sell, to pay for items. Okay? And as we finish reading the scripture, it should become clear. Okay? So go ahead and read that again.
Okay, this is Revelation 13 and 16. It says, and he caused all, both small and great.
You understand it's talking about men, people. Okay? All right? Go ahead.
It says, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Right, to receive a mark. All right, you up that word mark in the Greek, Baba Kushai. Hey, Barzal, you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Can you Google microchip implants on Google and click the news tab? And just read out some of the headlines or them articles. Because this is a hot topic, man. You know? I'm pretty sure within the last week or two, it's probably hundreds of articles that's been out there. Blogs and reblogs, vlogs, hour lessons, all pushed out there. But get that word
Mark.
Yeah, Mark.
This is Mark in Revelation 13 and 16. It says charagma, and it says a stamp, an imprinted mark of the mark stamp on the forehead or in the right hand as a badge of the followers of the Antichrist.
Yeah, and that's something that they did in the ancient world when you had servants, or you had particular cattle,
Livestock
that belonged to a specific to a specific owner. They were branded or they were marked, and that that mark would actually be cut into some way, shape, or form. It was a permanent mark put on the skin.
Yep.
Okay, and that's what the Link Bacon families, the so-called white men, want to do. Okay, they want to put a mark on you to show their ownership of you.
Yeah, because everything you purchase has a tag. Even when you work, you have the EIN number, you have a social security number, you have all these different numbers. Esau's just going to centralize these and they're going to implant it in you, and that's going to be your tag. That's going to be your branding mark, so to speak. Because everything, especially like name brand products, the tag is the most important. Knowing the product, knowing if it's half polyester or cotton, whatever type of material it holds, the price tag, all these different things are important. And Esau is looking to take that same formula and put it within you. Even when you're going into farming and cattle, they tag and they brand certain animals, for identification purposes.
Hey, that was a beautiful point. You look on the tag on your T-shirt, they tell you the material, they give you the brand manufacturer and all of that, the size. That's what the mark of the beast is going to do. That's why it says the name of the beast and the number. Because it's going to have all your information on that little tag, and they call it RFID tags. Okay? Right now they're tagging products. Well, what's the next product to be tagged? People. Okay? Okay? Now go a little bit further in the mark, where it says engraving.
Okay, it says the mark branded up on horses. Well, we was just went into.
Right, which we just went into.
Things carved, sculpture, graven work. Right,
things carved. Okay, when you carve something, you have to cut something in. If I want to etch. Like an etch-a-sketch. When you look at the inside of an etch-a-sketch, there's a needle that the knobs turn and it has the that saying on top of the screen, but there's a needle that's etching and moving. When you turn the knob, there's a needle that's etching and moving so intricately around that screen, but you don't know that. You just get the etch a sketch as a kid, and you just move the knobs and you try to draw. But if you would open it up and you see it, there's a needle. Okay, I remember I used to look at it. You know how you can take it and you just make it all kind of dark. You can look through it. It's a clear screen. I can see the needle moving. You know what I'm saying? It's a little silver needle moving. Right? You know what I'm saying?
I can add a little bit of spaghetti on that plate.
Yeah, kind of. We'll put some sauce on it.
I got a little bit of sauce on the plate. But this is the definition of brand. I got the definition of brand and tag. It says a brand is a name, term, design, symbol, or other feature that distinguishes an organization or product from its rivals in the eyes of the customer. Brands are used in business, marketing, and advertising. It says the practice of branding is thought to have begun with the ancient Egyptians, who are known to have engaged in livestock branding as early as 2700 BC. So it speaks about basically branding with a hot iron. And when you look up, if I'm not mistaken, the word brand on etymology.com, it's basically the same word as mark when you look it up in the Greek in Revelations. Etching instrument to tag and embed deeply. That's where you have the word stigma. Stigmatic.
Right there. I'm gonna have to look there. I'm gonna have to do a video on that.
Yeah, and it's another one. This is under tag. It says electronic tagging is a form of surveillance which uses an electronic device fitted to the person. Now, when you go to the origins of tagging, this is what it says on the history. The use of home detention as a means of confinement and control within the home can be traced back to biblical times when the Romans placed Paul the Apostle under house arrest.
Are we not in the modern day Roman Empire? The rebirth. Okay, that deadly wound being healed. America and the NATO and the EU, that's all the modern day Roman Empire. Okay, that's that fourth beast. Okay.
And what they had in the ancient times, that wasn't the full-scale controlling of a people. We still, as a nation, had ways to slither out of the control of the authorities. But this new style of control that Esau is looking to come with through this beast system is going to be the ultimate form of rebranding or controlling the masses of the people to the point where they will be able to detect your emotions. If you feel aggravated at the government, if you have certain things that's conjuring up, whether you want to commit a criminal activity or anything, before that impulse actually activates and sparks in your head, the authorities will be at your doorsteps, man.
Yeah, pre-crime. That's showed that in the movie Minority Report. Another good movie to watch is Equilibrium, where nobody had emotions. Starring Christian Bale.
Yep.
Christian Bale and was it Tay Diggs? I think Tay Diggs was in that movie. Okay.
And this is also the definition of branding on etymology.com. What I was saying. This is on the brand, the verb to impress or burn a mark upon with a hot iron, cauterize, stigmatize.
Stigmatize.
Originally of criminal marks or categorize wounds from brand.
Wounds, because when you put a needle in your skin, it makes a wound. That's why when you watch these videos of people getting the mark of the beast, which is the microchip, when they get their microchip, after that they put a Band-Aid over it. Okay, they put that Band-Aid, and even people say, oh, well, you know, the Edomites, they'll get the chip and they'll say, oh, well, it doesn't leave that big of a mark. Okay, or there was a little bleeding, but I hardly felt anything at all. That's how they move, man. Okay, because that's a telltale sign of what the mark is. Okay, and there's just so much more to go into. Man, we'll probably be here 2-3 hours trying to break, just breaking the prophecy down because we can see it.
And this last little bit. It says as a means of marking ownership or quality of property, and this is under the definition of brand. So it's still pushing that mark, the stigma, all these different words, they're interchangeable terms. That's why the scriptures speak about the mysteries that will be revealed unto the servants, the prophets, because the scriptures has buzzwords, mark.
Right.
When you look up these different words, you'll see exactly how it represents in these times now, man.
Mm-hmm. And the most I got a spiritual scale for the prophets, man, to wake up, buzzwords, stuff to get us, to trigger our spirit, you know. But let's keep going on Revelation 13 and 16.
It was some more on that.
So we got
Mark.
We got Mark, which is charagma. Okay. So we understand it's talking about all people are going to get a needle brand cut, a chip into their skin. Okay. The device is the actual microchip, but the means is described in the scriptures. The means to get the microchip, which is the mark of the beast, is the needlework. Okay.
I'm gonna read this last little part. It says a scratch or etching
Scratch, like the brother mentioned, etching. Okay.
Stamp as a badge of servitude or sculpture figure, statue, graven mark.
Graven mark. No, it's not talking about the Bureau of Graving that America. It's not. That's not what it's talking about, Malwar. That's not what it's talking about. Okay. Yes, they do engrave the coins, but this is going to be more intimate. This etching and this graving work is more intimate. Okay. All right.
You're gonna be the object that Esau wants to engrave as property, because like a lot of times to create an idol or engrave something, put the picture on something, you would have to get the etcher's tool, and you would have to do the chiseling work in order to actually have a carved layout of whatever you're creating, or you have a carved picture. And Esau is looking to control you, and that chip is the main way that he pierces within your body, which can control your flesh, because that chip itself has properties in it that can rearrange your waves, rearrange your whole thought pattern, your brain waves and things of such, because it's technology being embedded within your physical computer system, so to speak. Just like a computer. If you have a computer and you have a virus in it, it's gonna throw the whole computer off of whack. So even your body, when Esau tries to put this chip in you, that's gonna be what's gonna fully rearrange your whole will to resist. You can't resist with a device in you. And you'll watch that also in on Animal Planet. You'll see Esau chip an alligator, and then he'll probably come back and see the alligator 2-3 years later to see the alligator's upkeep. And there's nothing for them to find that alligator. Cause what? They got the tracker inside of them.
Hey, you know it's a good movie too? To land back off your point, Deep Blue Sea. With Samuel Jackson and LL Cool J. Right? Where they had them sharks. And the whole thing was about them experimenting with the sharks, and they had the little brain chips in the shark. And then they answered, the sharks started killing them and eating them. But they could track them, they was talking about it and stuff. Man, watch that movie, Deep Blue Sea, man.
Now, that movie Upgraded.
Upgrade.
Goes into that.
You want
the root?
The root, because these key words is what's going to stimulate the elect, man.
Root word from the same as G5482.
Hit that, Karox,
And it says
should be Karox.
Karox. It says from Karasos to sharpen to a point.
Right, to sharpen to a point. When you look at a needle, all right, it's sharpened to a point. You take that syringe, they take the syringe and they inject it. It's sharpened to a point. Why? So we can cut. We can etch. It can cut into the skin. All right, and then it's going to put the microchip inside under your skin.
And you had this faggot, this homosexual rapper, new age rapper that gave himself the chip.
Kid Boo.
He was saying I took the mark of the beast, and you had an updated video where he was looking at showing all the capabilities of it. He's using it to open the doors and things of that nature. So we know for a fact that through the Spirit of the Lord that's the chip, man. The mark of the beast is the RFID.
There's some more than that.
That's it. It says sharpened to a point akin to, through the idea of sketching, a pale.
Yeah, when you sketch, if you're an artist, you take a pencil, you gotta sharpen the pencil. You get up, you sharpen your pencil so you can draw and write on the paper. You know, you draw whatever you're drawing on the paper. So it's the same thing. Right, go ahead.
A pail or stake.
Right, a pail or a stake. Now, when you look at a stake, all right, because I do that type of work,
Yep.
okay, carpentry work.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and when you look at a stake, okay, you have to get your circular saw or your serrucho, and you gotta cut the wood to a point on one end. You turn it over. You cut it to a point on another end. And you can take your hammer or your sledgehammer, and you can drive that stake into the ground. And what it does is it cuts into the earth. All right, that's the same thing what a chip is.
Yep.
And a needle, it cuts into the earth, which is your hand. Isn't that not in Genesis the 2nd chapter? We come from the earth. You put that under your skin. All right. Okay, you put that under your skin, and then that's what's going to be the mark of the beast. Okay.
Yeah.
You got to be able to see and be able to add 2 plus 2, put the dots together.
Yeah, and what makes this such a deadly device that John received the vision on the island of Patmos is not only the form of exchanges that it's going to be used for. The scriptures speak about how they're not going to buy or sell, but it never spoke about, or it never said that it didn't have multiple capabilities. That was just one of the main things that this chip is going to be used for, is buying and selling.
Yep.
But it's going to also be used for tracking. It's going to be used for control.
Yep.
It's going to be used to monitor you closely.
Influence.
Yep.
To influence. You watched it on Black Mirror. You know, a lot of these guys that speak against the chip, they're not. You can tell they don't really study. They don't really see these different shows. Because if you watch these shows, these modern day shows, they all pertain to chipping people, man. Chipping and controlling. And this devil's all about desensitizing you and putting it right in front of your face. What is the saying? As the saying goes, hitting in plain sight. You know?
Right. I mean, y'all just not in the right spirit, man. You're not in the right spirit. Meaning you're not in the spirit of Yahweh Shai. Because Scripture says that Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. It's testimony, because we read about those that had the testimony. It's the spirit of prophecy. You're not, like I said earlier, you ain't the prophets, man. You ain't the prophets.
Okay.
You is niggas. Okay? Alright? That's what you are.
Okay.
Alright? And the Lord's going to destroy you for teaching the Lord. Hey, game plan is over, man.
That's right.
Okay? The Heavenly Father is getting ready to pour out His wrath, man. Alright? And that's what's going to come upon the people that take the chip. You're not warning the people, man. Okay? When people be worried about how I'm bringing it. Look, man. You are a bunch of niggas. You're not teaching the right thing. Okay? Here it is, the Lord is getting ready to come with all kind of plagues upon the earth. And you worried about what GMS says. Okay? Research what don't research what GMS says. Okay? Y'all in the church of Berea. Y'all not studied because you ain't the prophets. Okay?
And it's one article, I can't find it now, but it said at the end of the article, it said that they was working daily on furthering furthering the functions was the word. Yep, furthering the functions of the chip.
The whole development, the different applications.
Yep.
Right. Matter of fact, it was an article, and listen, I did earlier. This guy Kevin Warwick was talking about the development. Now he wasn't impressed with the development of and the progress of where the chip was 20 years ago or 2 decades ago up until this point. Right?
They try to make fun of him and stuff.
Well, no, we're not that. They call him the world's first cyborg.
Oh, okay.
He was the first one back in 1998 that actually used the chip. And I think he had put a virus in it or whatever because he was testing the capabilities. But see, the thing about it is they already perfected it, man. They already got what they want to do with it. Just as long as you got it, that's all they care about. As long as people got the chip and they can open doors and they can buy and sell and they can influence you through it. That's all they care about. Now the whole hacking and all of that, those are the bugs being worked out.
Yeah.
And they are adding applications to it, man. Okay, you behind Kevin Warwick, you behind Professor.
Yep.
Okay, the real professors are here to let you know that it's the mark of the beast prophesied in Revelation the 13th chapter.
That's it.
Okay,
And
You
the
know?
14th chapter.
Yep.
all right,
Yep.
right in the 14th chapter and the 16th chapter. Okay, all right, the 20th chapter of Revelation. So go back to Revelation 13 and 16.
This is Revelation 13 to 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Right, in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right, and we understand that the hand is talking about an actual hand. You should, it's an actual hand. There's plenty of images, okay? Screenshots and pictures and videos of people getting the microchip in their hand, whether it be left hand or right hand. Right arm, left arm, left arm, right arm, it don't matter. Okay? Were you able to pull up them headlines on Google?
Yeah.
Okay, come on, the water.
Give me 1 second.
Just if you gotta type in, just type in implantable microchip and then hit news, or microchip implant and then hit news.
Okay.
You just start from whatever article. Just give me the the whole rundown. Because it's out there, man. It's quick like the title of the lesson, the mark of the beast. Are you ready for the microchip? Because it's coming.
It says, is it time to hold stock? Microchip Technology Incorporated. This is, let me see, let me try to find something. Well, they have microchip headlines.
Yeah, like let me see. You should just be able to slide.
Speaking about micro implants that are threatening workers.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Just hit news and just read all this. Just just the headlines. You ain't gotta click on the article. Just hit the.
Well, this says another way of looking at Microchip Technology Incorporated. Speaks about why all tech investors should listen to Microchip Technology. Here's the potential upside to well-run chip makers' Microchip. Microchip implants are threatening workers' rights.
Right, like I mentioned about, because it's going to be put on the workers. Some of all types. Go ahead.
Man reunited with his long-life pet thanks to a microchip. And that happens with a lot of pet parents and children. It's been a big craze of parents losing a lot of their children, especially here in Atlanta. Atlanta's one of the highest child trafficking markets. So they're going to, that's Esau actually, which he's selling the children, but he's going to use that as a scare to the parents, so the parents will more likely chip their children as means of controlling and monetization.
Yep. They showed in that episode of Black Mirror, where she had the little iPad tablet.
Yep.
Right, and she put a chip in a child, and then she, you grew up, and she could control everything.
See everything she's doing.
Because a lot of people the reason why a lot of people are gonna take the chip is not willingly, but because of other parents and or other members of the family, like an older individual. If you're older, you might be deaf, or you might live by yourself, Alzheimer's, and you might fall out in the middle. You might have bad seizure problems. Your daughter, lady might be 60 years old, daughter's 30, 40. She wants her mother to have a chip, so right when her heart rate jumps, the chip will let off. The chip will,
a text to the phone.
Send an alarm.
I gotta leave work. I gotta take care of my mother. I don't know if y'all remember the commercial when Life Alert first came out.
Life Alert.
And they had the more commercials, little bully commercials, and the old white lady fall out.
What that lady said?
I can't get out.
That lady
And she
said,
could just tap a little Life Alert bracelet, a necklace, and then the 911 call. That's what the chip is for.
That lady said all senior citizens should have
Life Alert. Yeah, I think
that's what they gonna say about the chip.
About the chip. Well, Life Alert is going to push the chip.
Life Alert.
All senior citizens should have the Life Alert implant. That way, It sends a text message to your phone when your heart rate goes high. Oh, you must be having a heart attack. She going into cardiac arrest. Sending the EMTs immediately. Okay, and then we have a commercial with the parent or niece or nephew.
Yeah.
I am so grateful for the Life Alert implant. It saved me and my family's lives. That's what's coming, man.
That's it.
Okay, all right. Hey, are you ready for the microchip? Because it's going to change the lives of the world globally. The UK is pushing the microchip. India is pushing the microchip.
Oh, here it is, Sweden.
Yep.
It says in Sweden, cash is almost extinct, and people implant microchips in their hands to pay for things.
It's a lot. Read that again.
In Sweden, cash is almost extinct,
Cash is almost extinct in Sweden. Go ahead.
and people implant microchips in their hands to pay for things.
And people implant microchips in their hands to pay for things. But I thought the mark of the beast was money.
Yep.
I thought it was money.
It was
I
pretty
thought it was the quarter and the dime from the engravers. Nah, man. It's the microchip implant, which is going to be your money is going to be accessed through the microchip.
Yep.
And when you go into the Greek of the Bible, the scriptures, it's talking about the needle being cut in, man. Okay, cut under your flesh. Then you can be able to buy and sell. All right.
Yeah, they're not even accepting cash, so they're pushing it to a point where cash is starting to become a cashless society, and that wave is going to transfer to America. Because nowadays, buying and purchasing with a large sum of cash, that doesn't even feel right. It feels very awkward because it's the energy that's being pushed, chips, debit, and swiping rather than actually using tangible cash. But it says under the article, as no cash accepted signs spring up everywhere, Sweden worries it's gone too far with digital payments. Millennials are old news. Now it's Generation Z's turn to kill industries. People in Sweden are hiding cash in their microwaves because of a fascinating and terrifying economic experiment. Ask most people in Sweden how often they pay with cash, and the answer is almost never. And that's really the point we're living in now. The average person isn't really paying for things in cash, you know? At a fifth of Swedes in a country of 10 million people do not use automated teller machines anymore. More than 4,000 Swedes have implanted microchips in their hands, allowing them to pay for rail travel and food or enter keyless offices with the wave. And you're gonna have this style of living have to introduce this way in different countries for the fact that you have tourists. Tourists go to these different areas such as Sweden, and you're not gonna go there with cash. You have to be updated with the times. You have to have a chip like them. If you want to purchase, if you want to actually live,
Or use an app on your phone.
yeah.
You know, and I say this too, right? Another thing too, what it does is instead of taking your money, you got cash and you go into another country, like in Sweden they use euros. So instead of taking the American dollar, you got to exchange that for their money. So you may have $2,500 in American dollars, you may get $3,000 in euros. American dollar sucks ass now. So you get more, you exchange your money. But you don't have to do that if you're just using, your smartphone or the chip. It just takes the money right out. It's automatically, taken out, converted or whatever.
Yep.
So it makes it much easier for tourists, tourists like your brother said, But the water for the articles because they're pushing this microchip globally.
Yep.
Okay. Cash and money is not a worldwide thing. That's changing. Hell, I put a video earlier. The stocks in the Dow Jones and all that, it's falling down 700 points, man. Every 2 or 3 days, it's a drop. 400-point drop, 500-point drop, 600-point drop, 800-point drop, 1,000-point drop. Okay. Because they're getting ready to change this whole market, and they're getting ready to, number one, go to war, but they're also going to introduce a new system of payment around the world because it's going to affect everybody on the planet. Okay? And that's what's coming. Can we get Revelation 3 and 10? Okay? The hour of temptation is coming, man. Okay? And you Israelites, are you ready for the microchip? Because the hour of temptation is going to be when that microchip is the solution to all the problems, all the calamities, the martial law, mainly the famine, the pestilence. Okay? That's going to be the solution that this society gives. Now, either you've been, partying and bullshitting and eating burgers with your fringes on, or you've been watching and preparing your spirit and your soul for what's coming. Okay? Go ahead, all right.
Revelation 3:10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience.
Right, how do you keep the word of patience? By watching for the prophecies. By listening to the prophets warn you of what's to come, you can keep the wisdom and understanding of things that's going to grow and make you a better Israelite. And, in the faith of Yahweh Shah, which is to help you from the plagues that come on the world, man. Okay? You be able to, take a better step each and every day. Okay, through faith. Go ahead.
It says, I also will keep them from the hour of temptation.
So those that have kept the word and been patient, the Lord's going to keep them from the hour of temptation, meaning not allow you to be tempted with the microchip, which is the mark of the beast. Go ahead.
Which shall come upon all the world.
Right, that world's talking about the whole planet, Orkomini. Okay, go ahead.
To try them that dwell upon the earth.
All right, to try them, which dwell upon the earth. Okay, so the whole earth is going to feel that. Okay, the whole earth is going to feel the pressure of people dying around them, people starving to death, people getting, carted away by military men. Everybody's going to feel that. So when the solution is, well, if you get a microchip and the government can identify you and put you in a shelter or a safe zone over here, you'll be able to, be protected from the outside. Because what they're going to say is, what's outside is the lawless and those Israelites is out there.
Oh, you watch that movies like The Hunger Games, where they have the different districts, and everybody has the same clothes on, and a lot of times they'll have a tracking device. Because another thing the tracking device does is, or the RFID tag does also, is it increases passivity and reduces aggression. And you'll watch that in this one movie. It was I forget what it was called, but it was a societal dystopian type style of movie where all the people had chips in them and everything was in black and white. But the little boy actually took the chip outside of him and he got his emotions back. He didn't notice at first that his emotions were taken away from him because he was basically born in that black and white world, born with that chip in him. But as he took the chip out of him, he actually seen that his emotions were compromised, and his friends were basically in that sleeper. So he had to find a way to get the chip up out of his friends and pull them out of that mentality. And it's the same thing with this microchip, man. It's a very dangerous device. That's why we speak so adamantly about it. It's not like we just feel like speaking just for the hell of it. No, this thing is going to transition the mental layout or the paradigm that we're actually living in, man.
It's going to mess with your spirit, your psyche. The bill I was bringing about the word psyche, which means spirit in the Greek.
Spirit.
And it just causes cancer and diseases and stuff. It's a foreign object, and your body the human body is designed to repel foreign objects. Okay. So it'll shift around. So Esau's trying to find a way to make sure it's bonded to the tissue. It's like, hey man, this thing is dangerous on a physical level, man. But that's why the Lord is going to do what? Physically destroy you.
That's right.
Okay? Now I want to give one more word. Let's go to Revelation 13 and 16 again.
Okay.
Stay in that and get the word forehead. Okay. And then Baba Koshai, can you look up, I did this in the video I did, but can you look up, what is it? What is behind the forehead? If you can't find it, I'll type it in here. Okay.
Okay.
But get the word forehead,
Okay.
Baba Bashar.
This is the word forehead. It says matopan.
Yeah,
Metopan.
Metapon. Go in.
Metopan. It says the space between the eyes, the forehead.
Right. So the space between your eyes are behind your forehead. All right. When you look it up, it should say when you look it up, but it's your frontal lobes of your brain. Now
Yeah,
the
the
frontal
frontal
lobes, you got it? Okay, read it,
Yeah.
Baba Bashar.
It says right behind the forehead is the prefrontal cortex, part of the frontal lobe. It controls many functions in the brain, including initiating or voluntarily stopping movement.
Right. So, like, let's say if somebody is missing an arm, because you know a part of this technology is pushing prosthetic limbs, chip and technology. They can use the brain chip behind the forehead to control the movements.
Yep.
You know,
It overrides your what's the
it keeps your nerves moving.
your nervous system. It overrides your nervous system because the technology is actually being the controlling device rather than your nerves. Is really reintroducing control, but not using it through the nervous system.
Well, the chip actually attaches to your nervous system, which is why your thoughts of your brains, in your frontal cortex, in your frontal lobes it's sending a signal to your arm to move, but instead of a physical arm that your body grew, it'll move that prosthetic limb with the fingers, cause it's
They do it with mice.
yeah, with mice, but now as in the article I did on the video earlier, they've developed a prosthetic arm with actual tissue, and they grew the tissue and attached it to a prosthetic arm, and that tissue attaches to your nervous system. And then the brain chip that you got, it can move the arm like a regular arm, bend fingers and all of that.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, they also have been trying these chips for many years. They tried it on certain animals. They tried it on preferably mice and things of that nature, and they see that it works. So how much more than actually trying to put it in man? And it also speaks about freeing bond. They're going to put it in a lot of these prisoners. They're going to put it in military men, which they already have been doing. But it says it controls many functions in the brain, including initiating or voluntarily stopping movement, detecting relevant stimuli and evaluating their significance, regulating attention, mood, memory, retrieval, language, and production. And it speaks about memory because, and you'll watch that in certain movies where somebody will do something and they'll wake up the next day not even knowing that they actually did it. Basically erase memory, because with that chip you could actually control a military man to slay hundreds and him wake up the next day like nothing ever happened. And what would that do? That would cause him not to actually have to deal with PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, shell shock. They show you that in Black Mirror, because it was an episode on Black Mirror with a military man, and he was over there in Iraq, and the people looked like zombies, and he was killing off a lot of them. And then the lady ended up taking the chip from the back of his head, and he thought she was a zombie. But after she took the chip out of his head, he realized that she was a regular person.
Yeah.
So he went to his commander and said, you know, you had me shooting people, you had me killing all these innocent people. And what the lady did was she activated something in his brain. It was a way that she showed him like a preview, not even a preview, excuse me. She showed him clips of all the individuals that he actually killed, and it made him go crazy. So what happened in the end of the show is he put the chip basically back in his brain so he would be able to function with all the individuals that he killed in his life.
You know, it was, they show you that too search. Damn it lost me. Insurgents.
Oh yeah, Insurgent.
Insurgents.
Yeah. Where they were shooting the microchips in the individuals.
Yep.
And they were using them to jump off the cliffs. They were saying different individuals are gonna die every day till you all submit. And they had the chip controlling, and the children were looking to take the chip out of them, but they said that it was attached to major arteries. Yep.
Yeah, because that microchip is going to bond to your tissues. Hey, they show you that like y'all mentioned about in the movies. The Kingsman, the first one with Samuel Jackson, when they was in the church, and his whole thing was about pushing that chip out there, and then when he pushed the button, everybody was going crazy, and it emitted a signal to their brain. Everybody was killing one another, man. So that's what the elites want to do. They want total control of your spirit, your psyche, your soul. Okay? Yep. So when they put the brain chip, which they got Neuralink by Elon Musk, and I mentioned this guy Kevin Warwick. Okay, Professor Kevin Warwick of Cambridge. I believe it was Cambridge. No, Oxford. Okay, he in 2002 he got what's known as the brain gate electrode in his brain, and he could control his body. And his wife got one in her arm, and she could control things with her thought. So they've been pushing this for years, man, and they're developing the technology. Really, they want to develop when any of these governments and like DARPA and these military governments and these scientists and these departments produces technology, they use it amongst each other. Okay, professors and whatnot, but then they want to make it for mass production, for the masses of the people. So right now we're at the point where it's getting ready to go into mass production, and the masses of people are going to be forced to take it. Okay? So the question is once again is, are you ready for the microchip, which is the mark of the beast? Okay? So it's got 2 more scriptures. So now that we know what the mark of the beast is, okay, let's go to Revelation 16. Revelation 16 and I think it's 2.
Revelation 16 and 2. And the first went and poured out his veil.
Okay, start from the top.
Revelation 16 and 1. And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the 7 angels, go your ways and pour out the vials of the wrath of the Most High upon the earth.
Right, so the wrath of the Lord is getting ready to be pushed out there, man. That's why I say all you false teachers out there, man, you false Israelite groups, you GMS splinter groups, okay, the Lord is getting ready to destroy you with his wrath, man. Okay, go ahead.
It says, and the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast.
Right. So if you take this microchip, the Lord's going to destroy you. He's going to send a noisome and gruesome sore upon you. Okay? Like I said, this chip can give you cancer. It can make you sick. Because at least going to be in control of it, man. They can use whatever device that they seem fit to, because, ultimately they want to reduce the population down to what, 500,000, 500 million, something like that? Okay?
500 million.
Yeah, 500 million. So you think you got 1 billion people with the chip. What are they going to do with the chip? With 5G that they want to roll out next year, 2019. That frequency of 5G can mess with your brain, man.
Yeah.
Okay? They're going to use the chip to kill you. All right? The elites of Esau, these white people, the governments of this world are going to use this microchip to kill the masses of the people, man. All right? Because it's the will of the Lord.
Yep.
All right? Go ahead.
It says, and upon them which worship his image. And the second angel poured out his.
Right, that was it on that. So if you take the mark of the beast and worship his image, meaning you're attached to his system, okay, then the Lord's going to take you out, man.
Okay.
There ain't nothing else to it. We went into the Greek, okay. We read the law on it, all right. Brothers brought out articles, okay, beautiful points, movies. It's plain to see, okay. Are you ready for this microchip to be mandatory, man? The question is posing, meaning you should be trimming. If you can't see it, pray to Yahweh Shai to see it. Okay? And if you're not trimming, you're not preparing, you need to. Okay? It's imperative. Alright? Because we're coming to a time where the bullshit's getting ready to stop, man. I'm telling you. The bullshit's getting ready to fucking stop. Okay? So from there, let's go to Revelation 14:9.
Revelation 14:9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand.
Right, you get that needle with that microchip, palisade, pale, stake implanted under your skin, all right, or that chip in your, in your frontal cortex and your frontal lobes. Okay, the wrath of the Lord is going to come upon you.
That's right.
Okay, go ahead.
It says, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture.
That's right, like the brother was saying earlier, man. Ain't no mercy in that, man. Nah, ain't no mercy. That's the wrath of the Lord right there.
That's right.
Go ahead.
It says, into a cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone.
It ain't talking about volcanoes. It's talking about nuclear missiles.
That's right.
Okay? Russia's, before the end of the year, I'm going to do a video on it. Russia's supposed to get around 100 new nuclear missiles before 2018 is over. So what is that preparing them for? What is that preparing Gog and Magog for? World War III.
That's right.
So when you niggas get the chip, the Lord can destroy you. The time is coming, man. The scripture says, matter of fact, let me get this real quick. And then I'm going to let you finish that.
Okay.
All right? Because this is the spirit, man. You know? Spirit speaking expression, man. Because the Lord said he's going to... This is 2 Ezra chapter 15 and 6. It says, for wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth. The wickedness started with the so-called white man, Esau, has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, man. Okay? You got animals changing the way they have sex. You got, man, you know, all kind of follies out here, man. Okay? It says, for wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and the hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness. All right? So the Lord's not going to hold his tongue no more. Okay? The Lord's hot in the spirit right now. We're speaking about the wrath of the Lord to come upon people that take this microchip. You got niggas teaching the wrong thing, man. Okay? Well, you're going to feel that wrath, man.
That's right.
Okay? And the people that follow you, they ain't stupid enough to listen to you, they going to get it too. Blind leaders of the blind. All right? Both of you shall fall into a ditch.
That's right.
Okay? You're being warned right now, man. Okay? If the prophets themselves, the wise virgins, if they're trimming and preparing their souls, the rest of Israel should be preparing their souls, man.
Right.
But only the elect is going to do it in the first place.
That's right.
Okay? A lot of you niggas is dead men walking, man. Okay? All right, for teaching heresies. All right? It says, I will hold, verse 7, 2 Ezra 15 and 7. Therefore saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashmi Shai, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Oh, they're going to suffer to teach that bullshit, man. Okay? It says, behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me. Starting with the prophets, a great millstone, man, the elect. Okay? The hopeful elect. And the souls of the just complain continually. And therefore, saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. So the Lord, he's hearing our cries, he's hearing the just men complain, you know, about these false prophets, these false teachers, okay, and these philosophies out here. The Lord's going to avenge us, man, okay? All right? But the elect are going to be prepared, man. The elect are going to be able to escape from the calamities to come. All right, so let's go back to Revelation 14.
Revelation 14 and 10, it says, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone.
Nuclear missiles. Go ahead.
In the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb.
Which is Yahweh Shai and the angels in the chariots. And the elect are going to be beamed up into the chariots to be delivered, man. Okay? From the nuclear missiles. All right?
And it says, and the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever.
Right, because when Babylon the Great, which is America, not the Vatican, not the people of Esau, but when America, which is a place, Scripture clearly says that Babylon the Great is a place, by the way. When it is destroyed, everybody's going to know that, oh, well, that was the people that did wickedness over there. You know?
Okay.
When they see America destroyed, they're going to see the smoke and the aftermath of the nuclear destruction flowing into the sky, man. Okay? All right, because the Lord tormented the people with the nuclear missiles over here in this land, man. All right?
It says, and they have no rest day nor night who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name.
That's right. So if you take that microchip, you ain't going to get no rest, man. All right, you're not going to have no peace to your soul. The Lord's going to plague you. Apparitions, teeth of wild beasts, animals, Leviathan, what they call Godzilla. Hey, man. And we in the last major prophecies right now, man. Okay? And more prophecies is going to come to pass. Miracles, spiritual power. Hey, man, the coming of Yahweh Shai is going to be soon, man. Okay? That's why he said, look up for your redemption draweth nigh.
That's right.
Okay? And what I say unto you, I say unto all, watch. Pray. What is he supposed to be watching for? The prophecies, man. The mark of the beast is a major one. World War III is a major one. Okay? Watch for these things. Okay? Pay attention. Read your scriptures. Understand the laws that the Lord gave to Moses to give to Israel. You don't get nothing, no cuttings in your flesh. Okay? These are things that we're supposed to be doing, man. To make ourselves ready for our spiritual husband to come. All right? Read verse 12, all right?
Verse 12, it says, here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments, that kept the commandments of the Most High.
Right.
And,
that keep the commandments of the Most High, which is following laws to the best of your ability, teaching the right doctrine because it was commanded to also go out in the highways and hedges. All right, not deviate from the doctrine, not teach what we feel because who cares? Who gives a fuck about Israel?
Right.
I ain't gonna tell everybody talking about all Israel.
Yeah.
The Lord ain't dealing with all Israel, man. The Lord dealing with the elect, man.
That's right.
All Israel's gonna come in after the elect is saved. But for the most part, these 2/3 of Israel is wicked. That's why I said what I said, man. You just niggas, man. The Lord gotta reset the nation of Israel, starting with the elect. Okay? It's not what it's about. It's about those that keep the commandments of the Lord is doing the right thing. Okay? And then spirit, I'm speaking boldly. Okay? Saying what we all should know, man. Hey, man.
That's right.
We're coming to the end of this thing, man.
That's right.
Okay? Times are coming when we got to be more bold in the spirit, man, and just, hey, look, man, this is what it is, and that's what it ain't.
And this is it.
Okay? Not being, not trying to be too forward, but still bold, in the power of the Lord, because the scriptures speak plainly, all right, of what we're supposed to talk about, man. Okay? You gotta be able to, identify who's wrong and who's right, man. And through the spirit and power of Yahweh, we know we're right, man. Okay? Read verse 12 again.
This is verse 12. It says 14 and 12, Revelation 14:12. It says, here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of the Most High and the faith of Yahweh Shai.
And the faith of Yahweh Shai. Because you got to have faith in Yahweh Shai through all of this, man. All right, when that hour of temptation comes and that microchip comes, you got to make sure you have faith. All right, then you know what? Take me out. Okay, I don't need the chip. I don't need the mark of the beast. Okay? You gotta be like Stephen, man. Let me get one more scripture. Acts the 7th chapter.
Yep.
Okay? I just want to get his prayer at the end. Okay? Because we're going to be faced with death. We're going to be faced with calamities, faced with the chip. All right?
Verse 56.
You get
55.
sorry, 54.
This is Acts 7 and 54. It says, when they heard these things, they were cut to the heart.
Mm-hmm. And you see, there's a truth that we've been speaking boldly. These Israelites get cut to the heart, man. Go ahead.
And they gnashed on him with their teeth. But he being full of
they hated. Israel got full of hatred for the prophets, man. And Stephen, man, he went through the whole history of Israel and showed them how they were wicked, man. Okay, and they didn't like that.
Call him stiff neck. Yeah,
you know.
Man. See,
go ahead.
Cut him up. He says, but he being full of the Holy Spirit.
He being full of the Holy Spirit. Go ahead.
Looked up steadfastly unto heaven and saw the glory of the Most High and Yahushua standing on the right hand of the Most High and said, behold, I see the heavens open and the Son of Man standing on the right hand of the Most High. Then they cried out with a loud voice and stopped their ears and ran upon him with one accord.
Right. So you gotta be in the spirit of Stephen, man. You gotta understand that the Holy Spirit is with you. You know, whether it's Israel, whether it's Esau. Okay. The scriptures say, strive unto the truth unto death. Strive for the truth unto death. The Lord shall fight for you. You know, Stephen is back in the reincarnation preaching his truth, man. You know, he's going to be faced with the same temptation everybody's going to be faced with, man.
Yep.
You know?
And when he got to that point, it said he looked up and saw that the Most High and Yahushua, they gave him confidence. That's boosted his spirit. Like, you know what? Yeah, I did the right thing I'm doing. I ain't turning back now. You know,
even though he was about to be stoned to death, he still kept the faith, man.
Yeah.
Until death, and that's how we got it.
Yeah, that's right.
You know?
It says, and cast him out of the city and stoned him, and the witness laid down their clothes at a young man's feet.
Right, and that was Paul.
Whose name was Saul,
Yeah, that was Paul. But you want to be like that, man. You want to just have faith in the Lord, even if you, hey, man, because if you got to go, you know, be a martyr for the Lord, then you're going to be in good with the Lord, okay? But that's the type of faith you got to have, this, you know, that's an example, you know. That's how you want to be. But then the Lord says it's going to be something that tastes of death. That shall not taste of death. We don't want to taste death.
Nope.
But we want to be in the spirit of whatever happens. Okay? Be faithful with the chip. You've been starving. Here come Esau, come with the chip. Take the chip. Man, fuck the damn chip, man.
That's right.
Okay? That's the spirit you want to be in. You know? But that's it. That's all I'm going to speak on. You know, that's pretty much it. You know, the mark of the beast is coming, which is the RFID microchip. You know, prepare your souls, man. You know, get ready. Are you ready for the microchip? Because it's going to come. The hour of temptation is going to come. You want to have that type of faith, like Stephen, all right, or Stephen. You want to have faith, you know, in your Yahushua, that you're going to conquer all things, man. You know? Okay? Keep the commandments, have faith in Yahushua, and teach the right thing, man. And do your research. Okay? It's plain. Okay? All right? The prophets can see it. Okay? But with that, I'm going to end it there. All praise going on. It goes to Yahweh, Yahushua, Yahushua, double honor to the apostles and the others of great millstone that were well. Shalom to your elect. Shalom to the brothers on the comment board. You know, all the men and women that's been watching. This is all through the spirit, you know. Edifying the elect, man, because the times is coming hard, you know. Then I'm going to say shalom.
Shalom.